Alright, welcome in everyone. In this video here, I'm going to be overviewing the top 5 key principles to becoming a profitable trader. Now please note that these 5 topics that I'm going to be discussing are very specific and personal to my 5-year career within this marketplace. So all the massive success you guys have seen me achieve, these 5 topics is what directly benefited me the most in my journey. Okay, starting off very strong. Principle 1 of 5 is going to be find something that repeats. Absolutely nothing in this world of trading gives you a greater edge than finding a repeating phenomenon in price action every single week. Now the question is, how can this actually be done? And then lucky for you, the answer is going to be very simple. Show up every single day and study live price action and journal the things that you have seen take place the most. That is it. That's all that it takes. If you're not willing to put in that work, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you are willing to put in that work and you take these simple steps, in a minimum of 6 months, you will have your very own model, and this will be the very beginning of your success story. Now, it's very important for you to understand that once you have actually found that model that works for you, along this journey of yours, there are going to be many days that are absolutely designed for you to break yourself and lose significant money. So if you're able to conduct yourself well through these days that I'm talking about, which most people cannot, then you will enjoy a very successful trading career. Okay, so this journey is not for the weak. Now, coming into principle number 2 of 5 to becoming a successful trader is going to be stick to what you know. Whether it's influence from social media, people in your personal life doubting, a certain big event is coming up, do not ever give in to the temptation to do more than you can really do at the moment or trade outside of what you already know. Focus on remaining a student forever first and stay grounded no matter how much is thrown your way. Trade what makes sense to you and only you. There's going to be so many things thrown your way that's going to be designed to take you off track. On social media particularly, there's a lot of guys running mentorships and they're going to want to sell you new stuff. There's this new magic bullet, there's this new concept popping up every single week, and you need to completely filter that stuff out, because all it is a distraction. All you really need is one simple model that you have both back tested or forward tested in live price action and refined it, and you know that it works, you know that it repeats. That is all you need. Stick to that. Do not try to go outside of that. And the absolute best way to make sure that you stick to this is by simply just focusing on yourself and completely blocking out everything and everyone. At some point, every single trader on the come up has to do this for a set amount of time. There's other factors that come into this type of topic here where, you go outside your risk management plan in terms of you're sizing up now, or you're taking more trades because you're in a rush to prove something, someone's doubting you, something that is not going great in your personal life, you feel insignificant. All this stuff, you just need to completely channel your inner focus and block all that stuff out, lock in for a set amount of time, and whenever you finally get to where you want to be, utilizing that one simple model, you rise. Stay down until you come up. Okay, on to the third principle of successful trading, and just beside and neck with finding something that repeats within this marketplace, the most important aspect of successful trading is acquiring the skill set of anticipating low probability price action before it happens, rather than losing money and then calling it low probability right after that. Despite what any naysayers may say, there are many ways to do this, whether that is by seeing certain things that price action has done before the session is open, which I cover in every single live stream that I do every single day, or what the economic calendar looks like. For example, let's say we're heading into a Monday and we ran into a higher time frame key level on the day prior, which would be Friday, with a large expansion, and there's no news on that day. This right here is typically one of those recipes for very bad and low probability price action. Day of week, week of month, and month of year all play a key role in the performance of good or bad price action. So, having the patience and discipline to do nothing on these days we anticipate low probability price action, which 90% of people cannot do, is very crucial and beneficial to successful long-term trading. Coming in at number 4 for the fourth principle of successful trading is get your personal life in order first. The absolute last thing you want to do is look at trading as your saving grace or solution to whatever issues or adversities you currently have at hand. When you bring this type of approach to trading, this is bound to make you an emotional wreck while executing trades. You're going to place too much importance on every single trade, and as a result, you're not really going to be able to manage equity efficiently as you would like. Prior to trying to trade, just take a step back, okay? Make sure you're establishing your ways. There should be no big stresses looming over you. You should have solid habits built and have a respectable amount of money saved up, okay? So this may delay the process more than you would want, but I promise you it'll pay off and give you a large advantage over the 99%. So get yourself established first, then look to become a profitable trader. Moving on to the fifth and final principle to becoming a successful trader is going to be make the winners larger than the losses. Now, every single topic that I overviewed today, including and especially this one, it sounds so simple, but when it comes down to it, whenever it comes to applying consistency to all this stuff, it's very hard for a lot of people to do. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a very eye-opening fact when we're talking about risk management. And this is you can really have as low as a 30% win rate, let's say, and still be profitable by following this principle by making your average winning trades double than your average losing trade. Now, obviously, you don't want to settle for a low win rate like this. But by understanding this, you're going to realize that taking a loss or losses is completely irrelevant to the long term, and you need to stop placing so much emphasis on one little trade and allowing that to spiral you into a losing cycle. Now, if you manage your risk with this mindset, by default, you're going to be less fearful of taking a trade and also be more comfortable while in them. Common mistakes that I see made that result in unprofitable traders is veering away from their plan after taking that initial loss. You'll see them increase leverage, forcing low quality trades in hopes of a quick fix, and basically placing too much importance on one single day rather than accepting the loss and coming back the next day. All these things is what leads into not having your winners larger than the losses. You must have a very consistent and stagnant approach to managing your risk. You should aim to risk relatively the same amount every single trade and strive for a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. And this here will conclude the 5 simple principles to becoming a successful trader. All you need to do is take everything that I gave you guys here and couple that with consistency, and absolutely nothing is going to be stopping you from ripping these markets apart.